What's up, BenchWarmers? We have a full bench for you tonight on this recording, the last recording of the 2020-21 season. That's right. We've come to the end. But the good thing is that there's 6 of us on the bench, and there's going to be 6 teams that we're going to rate for their season performance. We're going to give the best moment, the worst moment, what they can improve, and a letter rating. Of course, things are going to get a little bit dicey because we're not doing our own teams. We went ahead and we randomized the teams for all 6 of us. So we're going to be choosing and speaking about a team that's not our own. So the first one that's going to speak right now, and I'm going to give the floor to, I want to give it to Josue. I feel like he might not be ready though. I know Eddie has Arsenal, and he might not be ready either. Nico has Man City, but he doesn't look ready at all. I don't know. Marco got Chelsea.
Those coaches where you need them.
Yeah, has Spurs. Anyway, before I get started, I'm going to do some housekeeping, as we usually do, to encourage you guys to find us on your favorite podcasting platforms, be it Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts, by searching BenchWarmers FC. And to remind you, you can also find us on social media. Nico will give you our account names.
Yeah, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at BenchWarmersFC1.
I'm going to hit you with a curveball, Josue. What's our email?
Bro. No me preguntes eso, I forgot.
bench.benchwarmersfc.com.
Let's go.
There you go.
That youth memory.
Marco, where can they watch our beautiful faces?
YouTube at BenchWarmers FC TV.
And as a simple reminder to always comment, like, subscribe, and join us in the banter on the bench. Share your voice with the bench so that you can be heard. We have a special guest, someone that isn't usually with us. And there's a specific reason for that, which I want to introduce in the beginning because it's going to be very short and sweet, very direct and to the point. We have Gat joining our bench. Thank you, Gat, for coming along with us. There is a specific bet. We're mixing the episodes here because we obviously have had the Fantasy Weekly going on for the majority of the season. And Gat, there was a specific bet, if I remember. I'm hazy on the details, Marco. I'm sorry. So I can't confirm nor deny what it is that is supposed to happen. But if you could fill us in really quick, Gat, what were the details to your bet?
So early on in the season, Marco and I had come up with a bet based on who will win in the head-to-head between us two for fantasy. So Marco's goal was to try to finish above me. Granted, he couldn't even finish above Eric, who quit 6 weeks into the season, but we're not going to talk about that. So if I won, then Marco has the opportunity to discuss how much he loves, I believe, Barcelona is the team we're going with. So I'm curious to see how much love and support he's going to show for his club.
Ouch. Wait a second, Marco. There must have been a counter to this. What if Gat had lost?
The agreement was if he had lost, he had to walk in today with a Guatemalan jersey and only highly speak about Guatemala only.
The true Celeste, right?
And I am not wearing no Guatemala jersey, so therefore you can tell who won.
I'm wearing no Barcelona jersey. So
that's okay. You're talking about them. It's okay. You're talking about them.
And here I thought it was the Cavani support group.
No.
No, that's on Tuesdays.
After this, it's gonna be a Marco Cruz support group. I'm gonna need. Yeah, I lost. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I do have to speak highly of Barcelona. So
say it. Messi's the GOAT. Say it.
So
say it.
Look, give me a second, yo. This is hard for me. You have to understand. It took me a lot, and I was legit gonna buy the shirt and wear it, not proudly, but wear it. But instead, I decided to just draw the logo, and I hope you recognize it. It's right there. Y'all see it? Barcelona SC from Ecuador. Let's go. You didn't say which one I had to talk about, so I'm going to talk about the Barcelona from Ecuador. I mean, Did we say which country we were supposed to talk about?
No, I don't
It's
remember
supposed to
that.
be.
You
It
said
was
Barcelona.
supposed to
You did
be.
never
You
say
know. Yeah,
you never said
hold
FC
on.
Barcelona.
Hold on.
Nothing La Liga.
We can play we can play it back because the stipulation was a rival team of yours, and in this case,
Oh.
Real Madrid's rival is Barcelona from Spain. If you want to
Yo,
be specific.
Diego, what's a team from Ecuador that you can mention right now?
Malek.
Liga.
Liga. Yeah. And yo, Barcelona, Liga, bro. The rivalry, bro. I go for the other one. You know,
It goes deep.
it goes deep. I'm going to mine, but you know, I have to rep.
Yeah, you have to rap.
All right, look.
We're local, inshallah.
All jokes aside, I was legit, and I texted Diego about this. I was literally gonna pull a fast one and buy a Barcelona SC jersey or shirt, something that said that were representative of the Ecuador team.
Yeah, there's a million of them in Plainfield, bro.
I mean, yeah, I could have found one, but I mean, I didn't want to waste the money. Plus, I was gonna most likely not find something my size. So I dug deep, asked around, and found one Barca jersey. It's not my size, so I will not wear it, but I will place it on my shoulder.
Okay.
For the rest of the recording.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my God.
As much as this hurts.
Hey, Marco. Hey,
and the logo's facing us.
Yeah, and it's facing you guys, so you know. And there's a true one. It says FCB.
Kiss the crust.
I mean, you could have tied it around.
That is pushing
Eddie's
it.
going wild now.
Man, like,
Kiss the crust, bro.
No.
Kiss the crust.
I'm one of those players, like, like you grew up playing from Real Madrid, but you get picked up by Barcelona. So you're like, all right, I play for you guys, but I'm never gonna give that shit a kiss because that's going against what I believe in.
If Andres Iniesta can do it, you can do it too, bro.
Who?
Kiss the crust. Iniesta.
Why?
He was a Madrid fan
He's
growing
a
up.
Madrid fan.
I mean,
His family's from Madrid, I think, or close by it.
we good. I mean, I'll keep it on the shoulder. We never discussed anything about kissing anything.
Yeah.
So,
Say Messi's the
Bro,
goat.
Marco,
Messi's the goat.
Marco, just bleach your shoulder before you go to sleep,
bro,
man.
I have to take a shower right after this.
Say Messi's the goat.
Messi is one of the goats.
Okay, that's enough.
All
That's
right,
good.
fine.
That's good.
That'll work.
And Marco, te felicito. Congratulations, being a man of your word. I appreciate seeing that. Good on you. And we're gonna get into the meat of the episode, talking about the top. Well, not even top 6, because 2 of the top 6 landed in the Europa League conference spots. But I don't know, guys. Which one of you wants to take it first? I'm not seeing any eager voices. I think the easiest one.
I'll go first, I guess.
I'm gonna give it to Nico though. I'm gonna give it to Nico because it's a little difficult to find any negatives for the champions of the season, but I feel like he's gonna be clever enough to find something there for Man City. So Nico, Manchester City, best moment of the season, worst moment, improvements, and your final rating for 2020-21.
Best moment of the season for Man City, I think, would have to be, I guess, the signing of Ruben Diaz, because I think that just transformed them into what we wouldn't think they'd be prior to them. And then the worst moment of their season, I think I'd have to choose a 5-2 with Leicester or the 2-0 versus Spurs, but I think I'm gonna choose the 2-0 versus Spurs because I feel like during that November campaign or whatever, I feel like that loss kind of made everyone like, damn, like City, like this might be like not the end, but like this might be like maybe where they stop winning something, but clearly not. And
I thought you were gonna go with the Aguero's farewell.
Oh, rating, I'm just A. We'll give me an A+ if they have like 90 plus 5 points or whatever. But I think A. And what else?
Just what can you see for them to improve next season?
I mean, they can potentially win a treble if you want to consider that a treble. I don't know. Without a striker, so I guess Harry Kane to Man City, I guess that's what they can improve on, but there's not really much they can improve on because they're about to win the whole thing. So I don't know. I guess a striker. I guess so.
A striker as an improvement. Nico has his say. Since Man City fans don't really exist and they're not on this bench, no one else can chime in. So I'm going to move on to Eddie. Eddie with Arsenal. You got the Gunners. There might be a litany of things that you can probably bring up, but just give it to us straight and give it to us honest. The best moment, the worst moment, your rating and improvements for next season.
I'm guessing their best moment was the first game of the season when they beat Liverpool for the Community Shield. The only thing I can think of, honestly. Worst part was probably all the Arsenal fans thinking they won the transfer market, which clearly they didn't. What was the other question?
And your letter rating for their season performance in 2021.
I don't know. I'll give them a D. I had them finishing top 4 and they didn't come close. So.
Jesus, my man Eddie is hurt because his prediction was off. What can Arsenal do to improve next season, Eddie?
I mean, Marco said that Liverpool wasn't going to make top 4, and then I'll get your face, fool.
He almost said it. You should
we
take
did,
Leicester
though.
City and Chelsea. You should take
Third place.
Oh, he said, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
You had Leeds in the top 4.
I did.
Why
not?
we
can all dream. The same way you're dreaming that Knicks are going to win it.
Oh,
Knicks, baby.
Just because they won one doesn't mean they're going to win the other 2.
Thank you. Hey, so Marco,
you already. It's been 8 years since the playoff win, brother. Let me get this.
They don't know. Knicks fans don't know how to act, Marco. Knicks fans don't know how to act, but you do because you're a gunner at heart. What can you add on to your review of your Arsenal team this season?
Now, I mean, we have to. I would like to say we have to go in strong for the transfer market, but not having any international competition and just doing domestic stuff, it will hold us back on. I think whoever we're gonna bring in, you have to promise whoever you're bringing in, you have to promise them the world and more to be able to leave wherever they're at with some European competition to come in and just play domestically.
You already had Denny Ceballos penning his goodbye, posting it up on Twitter just I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
Well, I think and I think Eric and even Demi would agree with me that that's perfectly fine. We're happy that he was there. He did what he did, which wasn't much, and we appreciate it. And then go and find a new team because Real Madrid is not going to be it.
So the rating that he gave them a D for the season.
It's about right. I wouldn't change it. It's a D. There's no ifs or buts about it.
If, ands, or buts. Josue, are you done eating?
Yeah, I've been done eating. All
right, good, because now you got to give us your review for your team, the best season, best moment of the season, worst moment of the season, your letter rating, and improvements for next.
Would I get Fulham?
Oh my God, this guy. This guy.
Manchester United. What were the questions again? Sorry.
Hey, best moment. What's the best moment for United? Come on.
Best moment?
Beating Spurs.
Okay. To be honest, I think their best moment came right after the new year. That's when Manchester United kind of started kicking it up a little bit more, especially after their loss to Spurs. What was it, 6-2 that one time?
That's when Dieguito said that they're going to win it.
Shut up. But anyway, I felt like that was a wake-up call for United. And, that's when they started kicking it up. And I would say that's their best moment when they actually realized that they need to, keep up with the leaders and qualify for Champions League. And they made it to the top 2. So
all right,
I would say that's their best moment. Worst moment, their loss against Spurs, 6-2. But it was just the beginning of the season. They weren't really consistent. It looked like they were lost on the field. So I'll say maybe like the first 6 weeks of the Premier League season, that was their worst moment. They looked really lost. It looked like Ole didn't know what to do. But after the Spurs lost, like I said, they kicked it up.
What's your letter rating for Man United? This is Lee.
I'll give him a B plus. I'll give him a B plus. I was about to say B, but the only reason why I gave him B plus is because they did finish second. They did, make it to the Europa League final. Fernandes, he was playing really well. Cavani, he sparked up Manchester United as well. So I'll give him a B plus.
B plus. Improvements for next season. What do you think?
Goalkeeper. That's it.
Wow.
They need to find their new number one. De Gea has to be out of goalie.
Hey, Henderson
all day. Henderson.
Why not Harry Kane to United? Tell us right now, Josue. Give us your number one reason why that's a pipe dream. Give it to us straight.
It's not going to happen because Cavani's already there. There's no point of that. If United want to sign Harry Kane, they'll have to wait until next season. If Kane stays at Spurs, because that's it.
All right. I think B plus is a little generous. To be honest, I think it's nice. I think it's okay. So Marco,
that is a little generous.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I think it is because second place.
You guys overachieved. What do you mean? Too generous?
Hey, what I remember saying last season was they needed to improve their points tallies by a good margin, and it was only 6 points better. To be realistic, it was only 6 points better at 72. So with 66, 8 points. I'm off by 2. With 66 points last season, getting 74 this one, there was a lot of moments where they dropped the ball, and they should have written
that means you got 80 next one.
What happened?
That means you got 80 next season.
Hey, I hope so. If that's the pace that we're going, that's fine. I'll take that. Marco, you got the Blues. I'm sorry, the wrong London team, but they're in a final this weekend. We're looking only at the league. What's the best moment for Chelsea? Give it to us straight.
The best moment for Chelsea, the league, I think.
Sacking Lampard.
I mean, yeah, it's around there. It's sacking Lampard, bringing in Tuchel, and starting Tuchel's way. I think that was the in quote best part of it. I think that right there was the game changer for them because they were on and off throughout the beginning of the season towards December, and then right after that, with the sacking and the bringing of Tuchel, that's when things changed, and we saw that Chelsea could and is a contender, not only for this season but for next.
Worst moment?
Losing to Leicester for the FA. I think that one.
Signing Timo Werner.
I'm sorry.
Signing Timo Werner was his first decision.
I mean that too. That could be right there. It's equal. Losing a trophy and signing Timo Werner it's right there. That par.
Jesus.
I think that right there shows a lot. That if they don't have their head straight, they can lose it easily, and that was a big wake up call for what's to happen for the Champions League final against Man City. Improvements: get a striker. That's number one improvement. There's a lot of rumors going around. Hazard coming back, which I doubt. A new striker's coming in.
I mean, Harry Kane's available.
Harry Kane?
Available.
Josue, Harry Kane to Chelsea?
Not happening.
Oh my God, where's he gonna go?
Lukaku to Chelsea, here we go.
PSG.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised. Look, Inter has to get rid of some of their players, so Lukaku to Chelsea. I mean, I'm not saying that's happening because there has not been any rumors about it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Here we go, confirm. Here we go.
We're the new Fabrizio, whatever his name is.
Fabrizio Romano.
There you go. That's one of the improvements that they definitely have to do. And get rid of Kepa because that's a wasted paycheck. And they're not gonna get the money that they paid for, but I mean, get something, at least half. Rating.
Donnarumma's on the free.
I'm sorry. There you go.
Donnarumma's on the free.
That's right. He's a free agent right now. Rating C+.
Okay, C+.
C+. I think because of their ups and downs, I think they could have accomplished more. And losing points towards the end, almost not making it to champions, that's a big deal. But they still have the final to fight for. So that's
they wouldn't have made champions if it wasn't for Spurs.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's basically where I sit with Chelsea's season.
What do you think you're gonna give them though?
What? A C plus.
C plus. That's it.
That's it.
No more. They spent 200 million. Marco, are you seriously gonna give them?
I mean, if we're talking about spending and compared to everybody else, they deserve an A. But their spending was not smart. So, how much did the team really improve? I mean,
that's true.
What did Warner really bring into the team?
Hey, listen, everybody's gonna tell you.
He brought me joy and laughs. That's what he brought.
You know what? For everybody else, it was amusing to watch. For a Chelsea fan, I don't think so. If you ask Brazil coach or Palacios, I don't think they'll appreciate what we're saying. But for us, it was hella entertaining. Every week, sitting there, see what Werner could do. How is Werner gonna miss this time?
I mean, it's only gonna get worse because there's gonna be fans in the stadium next season. So.
I know the fact that he can't play under pressure is gonna be a thrill to watch. So I mean, again, if we're talking about spending, they're A, but if we're talking about results, C plus.
C plus. Yeah, you're up next, man. And I'm gonna just give it to you easy. Spurs. Best moment, worst moment, improvements and let's hear it.
Oh man. Well, let's start with the easy one. I think their best moment has to be their last game of the season. You know, they needed to win. You know, and in that last game, you know, Leicester should have won. I mean, I'm sorry, Jose, but Leicester was on paper they should have won that easy. So you know, good job to Spurs. You know, they really needed it, and you know, they're in that new conference league, which we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I think that's easily their best moment because they needed to win and they did the job.
Can I butt in, Diego? Is that okay?
Hey man, this is your team. You better defend them, bro.
Are you serious right now? The best moment is the last game, of the season.
Yeah, that tells you a lot about what they've done all season.
I know they didn't win the league, let alone even finish top 6. But their best moment was literally the beginning of the season, first 10 to 15 weeks. That's it, and then they lost.
Yeah, and then we get into, and then.
You invited
thank you for bringing that up because then.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, all I'm gonna say is that Leicester was definitely not gonna win that game because Mark already knows my feelings about Brendan Rodgers. He's a big time bottle job, so.
Hey,
you know what?
I know Eddie was cheering in the background.
Oh, I was jumping up and down. I hate Spurs, but I hate Brendan Rodgers just as much. And I was just like, haha, you stupid fuck. You don't know nothing. You're not a god of soccer.
Hey, so anyway, yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah, I'll let him finish.
So I was going to thank Josue for bringing that up about what happened in the beginning of the season because to me that is probably their worst of the season. Is after they were top, they kind of just fucked it up from there. You know, they got rid of Mourinho, which you know we saw everything that happened after that. You know, nothing really happened. You know, they haven't someone who's not experienced in whatever his name is, Ryan Mason or whatever. So that's definitely the worst. You know, they were top for a bit. Josue thought they won the league already. You know, half a year ago. That's easily their worst moment.
And your letter rating, Gat?
Oh man. I mean, just because of it's Spurs, I gotta give them a C minus.
C minus.
Gotta give them a C minus. Yeah, almost the D, but I'm being a little nice.
Hey, everybody's so nice today
because I called you out on like the best moment and shit. To be honest, like Spurs deserve a D. They deserve a fucking D.
That's like I said, I'm being nice. I'm being nice. At the end of the day, you guys won the last game, and you guys needed to win to have some kind of Europe. So yeah, C minus, take it.
Some kind of Europe.
I appreciate you being nice, but your logic, I don't know, it's questionable.
No, sorry. Why does Spurs deserve a D? Really quick.
What?
Why does Spurs deserve a D rating? Real quick.
Oh, because they messed up. Sacking Mourinho, not being consistent. Their backline was shambles. Their midfield doesn't get back. That's why I give them a D. Their inconsistency, their strength drop, and the sacking of their coach. Because who knows? Maybe we could have been in top 4 or even top 6. So
You think if they kept Mourinho, you would have been top 4?
I would never know. We'll never know. I can't answer that question.
Come on.
I can't because with Mourinho, the season was very inconsistent. Yes, we dominated at the beginning, and then we fell out, and then we started doing it good again. Then we fell out. Then Mourinho got sacked, and then Ryan Mason came in, and we won a couple games with him, and then it's just so there's too much going on. Like my brain fucking hurt.
Hey, I think honestly, if Mourinho was there, they probably would have been worse off. That's what I think. I think the toxicity would have been too much, and I can see Marcos nodding his head in agreement. But I'm saving the best for last because I have Liverpool. And no, this wasn't planned. We did this all randomly, and I regret it now because I would have loved talking more about United. But Liverpool, best moment of the season.
I mean, I didn't see you hold up your phone and show us. So.
Wow, so you're saying it's a conspiracy that I wanted to pick
Liverpool?
That's crazy. Hey, the best moment of the season, I think honestly is going to be the last day. The last day for Liverpool, I think, was their best moment because getting to third. Yes, the Alisson header was good, but I think overall as a team, their best moment of this season was qualifying for Champions League with all the difficulties that they've had. That said, I think very clearly and easily, the worst moment would have been losing Van Dijk, and then losing Henderson, and then losing Fabinho, and then losing Keita, and then losing literally
injury.
Gomez,
Keita's always injured, so.
Matip.
Salah
for like
almost played
6 months.
Darius.
I think right now the theme for this episode is that everybody's been pretty sensible. So I would honestly give Liverpool a B+ rating for all the shortcomings that they had, for all of the embarrassment that they sometimes had during the season with the losses. The loss to Burnley is one that comes to mind. I think also some of the ties, the draw with Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken, Joe Willock.
Did they have a big loss against Aston Villa?
They had the loss that, I mean, everybody took a big L this season. United, Liverpool, Man City, everybody took a big L. But I don't think that affected them that much. I think they really rode with it. It just like Gary Neville. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's that clip where he was like, "Wait, how have they gotten into third? How are they in third place right now?" He couldn't believe the table when he was looking at it on the TV. Honestly, yeah, I think B+ with all the shortcomings. I know obviously the banter is excuses, but you see the reality of missing key players in other teams, and I think they handled it well. I did not believe that signing Nat Phillips and Kabak was going to solve any problems. Obviously, they worked it out, and like I said, and I've always said, it only matters on the last day of the season, and Liverpool are in the Champions League. So, Nick, Eddie, some side remarks about your team. Did you guys expect to not make it to Champions League? Were you already playing the sad music in the background, thinking they're going to be in 6th or 7th place?
The game against Burnley, I definitely thought. And then Alisson came to save us.
Nick, did you lose all hope?
Fulham as well. Because before the Fulham loss, it was Chelsea loss as well. And then those 2 losses, it just like Liverpool didn't create anything. And it's funny because in the Fulham game, Klopp, like, I think he rested Trent, Mane, Firmino, because they had a Champions League game. So it just felt like he was just throwing the league away for the Champions League. And he was just basically saying the league is over. And at that point, I thought top 4 is over because I believe it was like a 10-point gap between Liverpool and Leicester. And at that time, Leicester were just like, I mean, they were kicking fire. But also, I think Klopp was very smart in putting trust into Nat Phillips and Kabak because he was sticking with Henderson and Fabinho in the beginning of the season. And I think we just saw like they couldn't win headers in this league. Nat Phillips, he's gonna get a place to another Premier League team. Why? Because he can win headers. That's all you need to do in this league. As long as you can win headers, you'll be all right. So he stuck with Nat Phillips, and credit to Reece Williams. Even though I don't really rate him much, it's not easy going into like the first team at that age when he wasn't even playing league football, like professional football. He was playing in a conference league last year. So I got to give credit to Klopp and those 2 center backs there.
That calls it for at least what once was the top 6 teams. We see Arsenal and Spurs a bit further down. Guys, just really quick, we can go around the bench here. Some of your most memorable moments. You got to give me one each, and I'll start with whoever talked first, which was actually Nick. I know you just spoke. I'm gonna pass it on to Eddie. Eddie, give us one of your most memorable moments of the season. Whatever you want, anything, something that stuck with you. You're like, dang, this season is crazy.
Allison's header.
is it going on about Allison's header like the last 5 minutes? My man wants to Allison statue outside, right on the cup end. Allison statue.
Like I can't even. Like I was just watching the game. I was just staring at the TV. I'm like, did that just happen? Like, did that just happen? Yeah, no worse things.
Eddie says that Allison header. Josue, most memorable moment of this season for you? Anybody, anything, whatever sticks out that made you say, "Damn, this season's crazy."
Most memorable. It doesn't have to deal with any of our teams. It actually Manchester City, because they were doing very poor in the beginning of the season. Like they were actually in mid-table for like a couple of games, a couple of match weeks. And then I remember one podcast, Edgar said, just be careful. Don't misjudge Man City, because they are coming. And they came and they won the league with a few games in hand. And I was like, wow, like, this team actually came up, and now winning the Premier League title, winning the Carabao Cup, and now they're in the Champions League final this Saturday. So to me, that was the biggest surprise, because I thought, Guardiola was being a fraudiola, but nah.
No fraudiola. I saw Nico said pause. That's a little sus. I saw him jerk back. Hey, all right, Man City made you think this is crazy, or was it the fact that Edgar was right? Which one?
I think it has to be Edgar was right, because that motherfucker, I don't know.
That's funny. I mean, I'll throw what's it called? Marco having that Barcelona on his shoulder as a very surprising moment this season.
Nah, that was.
I bring it up. I thought everybody had forgotten about it by now.
Kiss the crest.
Nah, that was expected. So I wasn't really surprised.
Look at.
He keeps going. Kiss the crest. Marco, your most memorable moment of 2020-21. Your most memorable.
It's a troll.
Just say it right here.
It's right here. Emiliano Martinez, the day he put that pass to Grealish to put that 3-0 against Arsenal, and at the end of the game he had this little smirk when he said good game to Leno. That one, I think
that's cold.
That one was like that one hit hard, but at the same time it made me smile, because Martinez, after the season he had last season with us, and putting everything at the end, and then getting sold, and then coming back and saying, "Look, this is what happens when you get rid of me, because you never gave me the real chance." That right there, I think that one was the season breaker for me.
Yeah, most memorable. Hit it.
Oh man, that's a tough one. There's definitely a lot that happened this season. I think I'm probably going to be slightly biased. Biased as a United fan, biased as a Uruguayan. I would say for me personally, probably Cavani's goal in front of fans. I mean, that was just awesome. We brought him in on a free, and he's able to show what hopefully he can continue doing next season.
When was the last time United had a Uruguayan? Was it Diego Forlan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. And that worked out.
I think that was almost 20 years ago.
Yes.
That worked out. He got kicked off the team because he wore red shoes.
Hey, he's a cult icon, man. He's a cult icon. He did what he had to do. So, John obviously got picking the bias moment with the Cavani goal. Nick, most memorable of 2020-21.
Oh, for the season, as a Liverpool fan, I'll give two.
All right. Give us the bonus.
I'll give Thiago's substitution against Chelsea away. I thought we were gonna win everything when he came on. And I was just so excited. I was just like ready to go run around or whatever. And second one was Liverpool's win at Old Trafford, because I had no hope going into that game with Reece Williams and that Phillips at the back. I even wanted the game canceled with the fans. Or I was like, please, United fans, please protest the game. I don't want this game to go ahead, and they go win the game. So that was my two moments of the season.
Two memorable moments, both trolls in their own right. I'm gonna pick one that I think is one that stuck out to my mind.
There's
I'm
one I
gonna
have
be
one
honest.
too, but I'll say it after.
I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna say the Reguilon own goal to finish his stint in the Premier League after he was basically said that he was gonna be the left back god, but he obviously wasn't. But no, it's not that. I was going to say I was going to say that seeing all these managers sacked was also probably the most memorable for me because I did not expect the number of managers to get fired this season that I saw. Especially with let's say with Mourinho, I thought he was gonna finish the season. With Lampard, apparently Blues fans thought he was gonna finish the season. And then there was a lot of heads coming. There's a lot of bids coming for Ole's head, and I was actually surprised. I was surprised. I really was.
Well, too.
So I gave you two there, and probably I think one of the more wild ones. I don't know why Spurs keep coming to my mind, but there was that fight between Lloris and Son. We hadn't seen that in a minute, and obviously with no fans and the cameras needing somewhere to look at and to point at, seeing that kind of heated exchange between players, I mean it's pretty funny. Even you know what I thought of right now, Lampard when he was mouthing off to Klopp. If you guys remember that when he was like chatting on the sideline. That was pretty funny too. He was chatting shit, and now he's gone. So
you know what was funny to me? Lamelo's golazo and then red card.
That was crazy.
That was pretty crazy. That's a bullshit one.
Nah, I'm gonna change mine.
Oh, you're gonna change? All right, Nick,
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm not Liverpool, whatever. I think it's got to be the day United and Liverpool got those big L's. United 6-1, Liverpool 7-2. I think that's got to probably be because it was the same day. Like we've never seen anything like that. So,
yes.
That's my unbiased one.
Yeah, it was just a couple of weeks after the City big loss too.
Yeah.
No, but I think we all glossed over the biggest L of the season, which was the Superliga.
Yes. Yep. Yes, I know that's really not.
I think that was the darkest moment of like my Liverpool fandom was just going through those 4 days of like what the fuck.
That week was crazy just to like watch it on.
Shut your mouth, bro. You guys are still in it. Freaking Real Madrid.
Perez doesn't want to let go, bro. Neither does Barcelona or Juve.
Papa Perez and shit.
Papa Perez doesn't want to let go. Neither does Barcelona or Juve.
I see why you switched over now. That's why you have the Barcelona on your shoulder. Kiss the press.
Oh my God, yo, he's not.
Bro,
playing.
Did I bring Gat in to fucking roast me? Or did I tell Eddie to come in and roast me? Gat,
this one's ready. Yeah, this one's for Eddie.
Crazy,
bro.
Enjoy it. Eddie's enjoying this more than the other.
Eddie came with the package.
I lost the gap, but Eddie's like, hey, Marco, here we go.
I think I liked one that just came to mind was Aubameyang signing his $350K a week contract, and then Bale scoring more goals than him over the season. So Alba finished with 10, Bale with.
I got one.
Oh, you got one. All right, go ahead.
I got one. My favorite part of this season is everybody highly rating Mr. 6.0 out of 10. James fucking Rodriguez.
Did you guys see the picture he's on a plane?
James fucking Rodriguez. Highly rated. Oh my God, look. He's going to Everton to the moon and back. And where's he now? What do you do? Nothing.
Colombia.
Where is Everton? Nothing.
I'll hold that out. I'll hold that one.
Yeah, Eddie did. I did too.
I took very highly of James in the beginning of the season because I like James. But
right there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've said it. I don't mind him as a national team player. He's great. He does phenomenal for Colombia. He does what he has to do. I can put him at an 8 points out of 10. For clubs, for Real Madrid specifically, he didn't do shit. If you ask anybody about Bayern, they'll tell you they didn't want to keep him. When he showed up at Everton, he had 3 games that were good. After that, he showed up maybe, he was injured maybe, and then he didn't show up or was hot-headed and had to be taken out. So, 6 out of 10, baby. Sticks.
Marco has been vindicated. He's been vindicated with that. Hey, whoever has
but he's still wearing the
this...
Barcelona jersey, so it's all good.
At the end of the day, I'm the real loser here. So
hey, still, it's been a crazy season. It's been a great season with you guys on the bench and you BenchWarmers. It's been a fantastic season with everybody listening and supporting us. And if you've gotten to this part of the episode, we thank you for supporting throughout September. Actually, yeah, a little bit of August, all the way now into May. We have the Champions League final in a few days, an all-English final. We get to see who out of Chelsea and Man City get to lift La Orejona, the Champions League trophy. Gentlemen, it's been a great memory to go through 2020-21. We saw layoffs. We saw big movements. We saw big campaigns from several players on and off the pitch. Fantastic and memorable goals and performances by each of our teams, even ones to forget. And now we're here. So in the off season, we'll obviously be staying in touch with everyone. We thank you again for all your support, guys. Yeah, thank you for coming on and reminding Marco to hold his end of the bet. Eddie, I think you need to rethink your life choices with your fandom. Nico,
brought joy to my life having him wear that Barca, bro. It makes joy to my
life. Nico, for sticking in and filling in, especially in the fantasy episodes. Josue, being our one and only Spurs representative. I know you get a lot of stick, but it's what happens when you're a Spurs fan, so you're gonna have to live with it.
I don't give a fuck.
Keisha. Are we doing predictions or not?
We are. We listen.
If you want Chelsea's winning.
If you want to stick predictions in here, we'll put it in here just to see who's gonna look silly on Saturday. So you called it, Eddie. What's your prediction for Champions League final?
I got Chelsea Champions League and Belgium Euros.
Belgium Euros. Marco, let's do Champions League. Who you got? Chelsea City.
I think Chelsea's winning it, man. I think I already had called it. I think I already had called it. As much as I'd hate to see either one of them win it, I think I already had said Chelsea.
Chelsea is the lesser poison. All right, pick your poison, Josue. Chelsea or City?
It's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with City.
The first.
I'm gonna go with City. Chelsea beat Man City the last 2 times, but Man City's not gonna make it a third, so it'll be done.
All right, so far it's 2-1. Gat, Chelsea City.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna go Chelsea here.
Okay.
Probably gonna go Chelsea here. Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 for Chelsea. Nico, Champions League prediction.
City 2-1.
And Nico never misses with the score line. He's confident. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go for Chelsea. I really am. I can't have City winning a Champions League in my lifetime.
What's the better story?
Because you want Chelsea to win, or you think Chelsea's gonna win?
No. I don't think Chelsea's gonna win. I want them to win. I am hoping for them to win. I am begging on my knees, please.
I mean,
you're begging Timo Werner to make up for the entire season.
Oh, at least, please. If Werner, I'll say it right now. If Werner scores 1 goal, I will not slander him.
Season save.
I would not be surprised.
I'm saying it right now. If Werner scores 1 goal in the Champions League, if he scores once, I will not slander him at all for next season.
What's the better storyline here going into the Champions League though? Is it Aguero's leaving City? Is that a good storyline to hold up? He gets the lift in one last time.
Come on,
or hold on.
One last time. He's never lifted it.
No, before he leaves City.
I think the better storyline is that Chelsea doesn't win a Champions League unless they sack their coach in the middle of the season.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
I just wanted for Captain America, bro. That's the only reason.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, there's two Americans on the finals.
Yeah,
anyway.
but the other one doesn't really play.
That's true.
I mean, he won the FA Cup League Cup, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
He played in the League Cup and he won that for them. Josue, you were gonna chime in at the end?
No.
All right, I guess so. So listen, 4 Chelsea votes, 2 City votes. We'll see on Saturday who comes out on top. And again, just a simple reminder and a thank you to everyone who's stuck with us throughout this Prem season. We have a lot of footy to look forward to in the summer. Hopefully, with the Euros and Copa America and Nations League and maybe the Olympics. Who knows?
And the World Cup this summer too.
Everything going on. And Copa Oro.
And Copa Oro. And
is the Olympics still happening?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're aiming for it. They're still trying to have it.
Yes, the Olympics, as of right now, the Olympics are still going on. We'll see if they do get canceled or not. Hopefully, the right decision is made. And again, as we sign off every single episode, my name is Diego, joined tonight on this recording by Marco, the Interrupter, Eddie Made of Glass, Nico, the 1v1 COVID-19 FIFA Soccer 20 online PvP champion of the world, Josue.
We still haven't figured
it out. Is Josue still you too?
Yeah,
Is Josue still highlight?
You can call. Yeah, Mr. Highlight.
Nah, he's still highlight.
Mr. Highlight.
He's always gonna be highlight. I mean, Marco got his name changed to Marco Catalan now, but it's all good.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
It's
Yo,
over.
recording's not done yet. You gotta keep that thing on.
Josue, Mr. Highlights, and Gad, our special guest, who had the bets against Marco in the Fantasy Weekly. Thank you also to everyone who was following along with our fantasy episodes. We are the BenchWarmers. This is the Bench with a Voice, where the bench is always warm. Peace, everybody.
6 out of 10, baby. I'm wiping my ass with this now.
Peace.
Cavani supported group.
Hey, on Tuesday.
Supported group.